9:21 morning to you, watching and listening to Breakfast with Stephen and Tamsin.
Now, though we are an indisputable nation of dog lovers, sometimes it can be difficult to know which breed is best suited to our lifestyle.
Yeah, a new survey claims a third of us choose dogs because of what they look like rather than whether we sort of match up with their personality types. And so people are therefore saying, oh, if I was getting another dog, I'd choose something else. Let's talk to Ollie Ollerton, a former Special Forces soldier who, Ollie, you're meant to have your dog with you this morning, which is why we're going to talk to you. But your dog, where is your dog? Where's Murphy?
You just want the dog, don't you? You prefer the dog than me. I can understand that. My dog's out going for a walk because he's very active. When it comes to, he's very noisy.
All right. Well, look, at least you're a dog lover. But yes, a dog was essential. But there you go. Never mind. Never mind, Ollie. Look, I mean, with Murphy, he's a black lab, isn't he? I mean, did you choose him because he looks cute, or because you're a sort of black lab human?
No, well, all of those. But I was actually brought up with dogs, so I actually know the breed very well. I wanted a dog that's very active. I take him out running all the time with me. Well, I kind of run after him. Yeah, I needed a dog that was active. So, yeah. And really, I got into, it was like SAS interrogation. When I went to the breeder, it was like an SAS interrogation. It was ridiculous. But when I came away, I understood the value of that and how important it is.
I don't think most people choose a dog like that, though, do they? They just say, oh, it's really cute and fluffy. I'd like that one because I can give it lots of cuddles.
Yeah, and here lies the problem. And a lot of people allow their kids to choose the dog, which isn't relative. They choose it as a puppy. It doesn't stay a puppy for long, and then before you know it, it's turned into a very different beast. And these are the things that you've really got to start factoring in, because after lockdown and everything, people were getting dogs left, right, and centre, and then all of a sudden they're going back to work. The retreats, the homes are absolutely at maximum, and this is why I'm so passionate about this campaign.
I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because we know from rescue centres that the number of rescues are going through the roof at the moment, and they're blaming a lot of that on lockdown and people doing things without thinking about the consequences. So it's as you say, it's about choosing a breed that you're going to get on with, that you've got something in common with in a way that suits your personality type, but also being in it for the long haul.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. There was that campaign some years ago, wasn't there? You know, I think it, it's kind of gets repeated every year. But a dog is not just for Christmas; it's for life. And it's, we've got to understand there's so many factors to take into consideration: the grooming of the dog, the health implications of that dog. I actually didn't also realise that the insurance premiums go up depending on the breed. Like a Frenchie, for instance, that can be up to 100 quid a month. I mean, that's a massive dent on your finances. So all these things you have to factor in. And that's why this portal that has been launched is so amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It helps you go through that process of elimination, look at the cons, not just the pros. And actually, if you can get through the cons, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
I've got to say that towards the end of COVID, we got a Cavapoo, right? And we chose a Cavapoo because we've done some homework. They're quite small, not that high energy. And in fact, the dog is quite large, has grown into quite a large dog, and is extremely high energy. So actually, even with your homework, sometimes it doesn't always work out. I mean, obviously, we love the dog, we do exercise it, we look after Teddy.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't always work. You've done your homework and then the dog actually turns out to be something a little bit different.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. It depends where you're going for that source of information. If you get, there's so many puppy farms that have popped up and they're just interested in taking the cash from you. They're not going to tell you all the cons about a dog. And that's why it's so important. I didn't mention about when I got my dog, the interrogation I went through, which was absolutely brilliant. I didn't think so at the time. But really, it's just important where you're getting that source of information from. So really, with this portal, mydogmatch.com, it's really about, you can go in there and get an unbiased opinion about a dog and get all the facts, everything you need to consider before you take that pet on, because you don't want to go through that emotional trauma for the dog and also for your family when you've got to hand it back. It's just unfair.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Ollie, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. I do think it's cons are really important in all of this, so that if you can handle it. But we go through that, and when we have these wonderful animals that we love, and thankfully you've been sending in your pictures of your beloved pooches this morning. Let's have a look, should we, at Kelly. What's Kelly sent us? Kelly says, this is Chester. Oh, look.
Cute.
A 7-year-old chocolate lab. You couldn't ask for a more lovely, gentle boy. And here he is with our cat, Lilith. This is a montage of pictures.
Is that Merlin? Oh, right, no, going too fast.
No.
Wait,
So that's Merlin. This is Monty the Morkie. Oh, we can't keep up with
Monty
all of
looks a little bit like a Cavapoo.
these. Does he?
Fluffy and gorgeous. So he's 4 years old. Maybe not. He looked like a puppy there. Gorgeous, though.
Yeah, lovely. Well, thank you. I thought they all scrolled through very quickly there, didn't they? We need to sort that out for you
Look
a
at them
little
again.
bit. But I want to know, Kelly, if Lilith is the only other Lilith that I've ever heard of was from Frasier and Cheers. Is that where Lilith gets her name?
Could be.
Because I'm a cat man, really. But there you go. Anyway, look, don't go anywhere. We're going to bring you the very latest